Hi everyone, my name is Mary Mislavsky. I'm a registered dietitian, and today let's review Magic Spoon cereal. I don't know about you guys, but I keep on seeing ads and sponsored content about those cereal everywhere on my social media. So I wanted to order them for myself and see if they were worth the hype, worth the price, if they actually taste good, and also to give you my insight as a registered dietitian on those types of products. So first of all, what is Magic Spoon? According to their website, it was a product created inspired by flavors and the nostalgia of the really high sugar cereal we were eating growing up watching cartoons. They claim to be a high protein, low carb. There's about 14 grams of protein and 4 net grams of carbs per serving. They also claim to be gluten-free, grain-free, free of any artificial flavors, and also free of any added sugar. So how can they be so high in protein? Well, they use whey and casein, which are also found in a lot of protein powders on the market. And as for the sugary taste, they use a natural sweetener from monk fruit extract and allulose. Before we dive into the nutritional value of it all, I really wanted to test them out. So I got 4 flavors. I have fruity, maple waffle, blueberry, and peanut butter. So I'm gonna go grab myself a bowl and some milk, and I'll be right back. My bowl and my cereal, and I opened up all of the packages. It smells so good in my dining room right now. And the first one that I wanted to test out was fruity. So I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. And when you look at the cereal, it really looks like Cheerios or Fruit Loops. And there's some beautiful colors on it, obviously. It also smells exactly like Fruit Loops, so let's give this a try. This is pretty spot on the taste. I was really afraid that it would have that protein powder taste, but it doesn't. And it's very, very crunchy, and it definitely has those fruity flavors. Yeah, this one's a good one. Now let's move on to the next one. Second one is maple waffle. It really smells like maple syrup and even like caramel. Doesn't taste like maple syrup at all, to be honest. I don't really like the taste of this one, and I was looking forward to it because I love maple syrup. It tastes more like caramel than maple syrup in my Canadian opinion. I'm not gonna finish this. Third one is blueberry. Might have poured myself a bigger bowl than I wanted to, but they're all blue. Looks like they have the same white base as the fruity one, and then like some flavors was added to it. Really smells like blueberries. Kind of tastes like blueberries too. It tastes good. It tastes less fruity than the fruity ones, but better than the maple one. I don't know if it's that remaining taste that is still in my mouth. Time for peanut butter. Really, really smells like peanut butter. I'm making a mess here. Tastes salty for some reason. Let's take a look. There's about 10 milligrams of sodium per serving, like 3% of your daily intake. So I don't really understand how it could taste so salty. No, I really don't like those. I think it might even be worse than the maple ones. And the texture is kind of weird. Those are a no for me. So let me clean this up, and then we can talk about the pros, the cons, and my overall verdict of it all. First of all, let's start with the positives. So number one is the taste. I was really scared that those cereals would have that protein powder taste and texture, which is something that I really dislike, and they didn't. And the fruity kind was actually really good. Second one is that most of you might not know this, but my main work is at the diabetic clinic at the hospital. So I'm always trying to find some options that they could include to their lifestyle, to include more variety, honestly, to their diets and nutrition. And these cereal, they're low in carbs, and that's something that they are monitoring. So for that population, it could be an interesting option. It could also be interesting for some people who don't tolerate gluten or live with celiac, as they are gluten-free. The third thing is that they are actually high in protein compared to their counterparts. So I like that on the back of the box, they give you the comparison between their brand and the classic brand that they're trying to emulate. And to give you an idea, the Magic Spoon Fruity cereal has about 13 grams of protein per serving, and their regular Fruit Loops contain about 3 grams of protein per serving. It's quite a significant difference. And I don't know about you, but if I eat a big bowl of sugary cereal, I will not feel full, and just the taste test made me pretty satisfied when it comes to my hunger. The last thing that I appreciated was the really fast delivery. I live in Canada and they come from the States, and it took about a week for them to get delivered, and I didn't have to pay any fees, which we know can be quite frustrating sometimes. Besides the taste that you noticed I didn't really enjoy for the peanut butter and the maple one, but taste is subjective, and I know that they have more flavors, and maybe I would enjoy some of their other flavors, but it was quite underwhelming that half of my order I did not enjoy, considering this is the most expensive cereal that I've ever gotten in my life. To give you an idea, you can only order a minimum of 4 boxes, and with a discount code, and including shipping, and including conversion from US to Canadian dollars, it was $51 for 4 boxes of cereal.
What?
My mom would not be proud. And on their website, they advertise it as, oh, it's a $2 per serving cereal. But $2 is the price of a box of cereal on sale if you're really lucky. So, unless you really want to splurge on cereal and try them out, go right ahead, but it's definitely not accessible to everyone. The second point that I want to discuss is the influence of diet culture when it comes to advertising these types of products. When you go on their website, they state that they are a guilt-free treat that tastes just like you remember and you can eat at any time of the day. Excuse me, but I'm not here to feel guilty when I eat a bowl of Fruit Loops. There is absolutely no food that should make you feel that way, and the fact that they built that messaging is not something that I'm a fan of. Another thing can be found on their box and also on their website, but right next to grain-free and gluten-free, there's a thumbs up on their brand and a thumbs down for their classic counterpart. And unless you live with celiac disease or you're allergic to wheat, there's absolutely no reason why there should be a thumbs down next to grain and gluten. They're completely fine. Overall, I think Magic Spoon cereal could be a really fun way to include some variety in your diet when it comes to cereal, especially for people living with diabetes or celiac or gluten intolerance. On the downside, they're very expensive and they are still a highly processed food. So don't get me wrong, they have their place in our diet, but let's not be fooled by the health halo here because it says high protein and low in carbs. So, I'm still gonna eat those fruity ones, and the box is really cute, but for $10 per box, I'm probably gonna be mindful about how much I put myself in a bowl. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite type of cereal and which product I should review next.